Good morning, everybody. I hope you are well. It's a new season that we have, and the Lord has been gracious to us. And I want us to look at a couple of habits that you might want to lose this particular season. And one of them is fear. It's a book written by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in one of the areas, he speaks about what he calls the Texan attitude. The people from Texas in the US, they do their things in a big way. Whether they fail or succeed, either they fail in a big way or they succeed in a big way. So one of the habit I would wish you to lose professionally and even as a business person or entrepreneur is fear. Fear debilitates. Fear curtails your creativity and progress. And the first step of how to handle fear is to acknowledge it. Ensure that you understand and you know you are self-aware of the fear you have. And for you to be able to be self-aware, have very clear goals and expectations. One of the ways to combat fear in your professional journey is to set clear, achievable goals and expectations on yourself and keep measuring yourself. Keep measuring yourself daily, monthly, every 2 weeks. Set small, manageable goals to begin with. Another way of overcoming fear is continuous learning and skill development. This means that you must invest in your professional development. And hey, you are doing very well. If you're on this particular webinar, you are investing in your professional development in a very subtle way. Enroll in courses, attend workshops. We do mentorship workshops, professional mentorship workshops. Attend, come on board because you grow. And remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel, this is your opportunity. Do it now. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subscribe and also share. So you overcome fear by learning, investing in yourself. Another way of overcoming fear is embrace failure as a learning opportunity. That's why I've told you the Texan attitude is that we succeed or fail in a big way. Some of the common fears people have at workplace or professionally is I'm going to fail, because our education system has shown us that if you fail in an exam, you have not succeeded. And you and me can give millions of examples of people who have failed academically and they have gone on to succeed in life professionally and even business and entrepreneur wise. So embrace failure as a form of learning opportunity and development, both personal, professional, and even business. The second habit I wish you to lose in this particular season, first one was fear. Second habit I would wish you to lose is what you call cynicism. This is where you stop trusting. You lose hope with anyone around you. There's a young man who was to graduate in the next 2 years in one of the leading universities in Kenya. He was doing a bachelor's of architectural design or something about architecture. And then he just committed suicide 3 days to the new year. Very jovial young man. We had met in a party 2 weeks before that. He was full of life and then just commit suicide. And you know, sometimes we give faces, we give a demeanor of somebody who has it together. We don't have it together. Nobody has it together. Even myself, I do not have it together. But I would discourage you from a habit of cynicism, losing confidence with your senior managers and leaders. Yes, not all everybody loves you. In this life, not everybody likes you. Even the person next to where you have your stall there in the market, the next person where you have your business, the next business, they are your rivalries. They even make you better when they rival. About a month ago, an acquaintance who runs a baby shop company, a baby shop, invited me to go and we have a prayer together. She had opened a bigger baby shop and she needed us to pray together. And one of the things that she was sharing is that there is a lot of business rivalry and so many bad things are being said about her and about the business where she has set in a new location. But somebody said, if they are not talking bad about you, they are not making any change. So avoid this cynicism, lack of trust in the system. I've seen even as a country sometimes politicians sell the idea that there's a lot of corruption, and therefore there might be some cynicism that percolates and gets into us, and we start losing faith, we start losing confidence in the systems. Does that sound familiar to you? So avoid cynicism. Be assured, when you feel it, it has happened to many other people, but people have gone on and succeeded. So how do you overcome cynicism? One of that is have faith. Have faith that things will improve. Have faith that your team means well for you. Have faith that the management means well for you. Have faith that, and when you feel really there is no support from managers or your leaders, go to the office, book an appointment with them. Tell them I'm not getting enough support here. And where you feel there's no career growth, you have stopped, you can move on into another opportunity. You can go and start small. You don't have, it can calm down. Whatever you have can calm down, but you can start and you move on. I saw a popular YouTuber. I think he had over 490 subscribers. 490,000 subscribers. He's based in the US. And then there was a controversy as some of the content, that there was a complaint to Google, and therefore his YouTube was brought down. The gentleman has started from scratch. Again, he has said, as we try to sort out that particular mess, he has retained a positive mental attitude, and now he has restarted the whole thing. Right now, I was noting, I think he's around 7,000 subscribers, about a week. So you can always start again. Whatever business you have has collapsed, you can always start again. You have been sacked. So avoid cynicism. First habit you need to avoid this particular season, fear. Second one is cynicism. The third habit I would wish you to lose is procrastination, or what you call, in other words, laziness. This is where you don't want to take action. You don't want to take a decision, or you take so long to take a decision. You are fearful that you are going to fail. You procrastinate. So how do you fight procrastination? Number one, forgive yourself. You have failed. Don't live there with guilt. Wake up, clean up. In fact, in our country, we normally say, and especially I've had this, especially among relationships where a young man is dumped. You're told, wake up, clean yourself, go back to the market. Go back, end up Ludi Soko, go back to the market. So forgive yourself. Don't shut up yourself in the house, turning on the TV, watching social media permanently. Wake up, because there is a better tomorrow. So forgive yourself. The second way of overcoming laziness or procrastination, have a morning meditation, 5 minutes, prayer, talk to God, regain your focus and self-confidence. Number three, to overcome procrastination or feeling of laziness, employ some positive affirmations to enhance your forgiveness. I'm capable. I can do it again. The world is going to work. Systems, political systems, business systems are working for me. And take the other way of overcoming procrastination, keep it daily. Keep it a day at a time, and especially even where you are working, keep the place tidy. Don't make it messy so that you're able to locate documents. Even if you work in a workshop, you work in a garage, organize your garage. If, for example, you work in a car wash, you do, wash cars for people. I mean, you and me have gone to car washes where you find the guy is clean. The guy is point on. His area of operation is clean. He cleans after himself. That's small ways. And then finally, avoid distractions. Oh, avoid negative people. People who dump negative thoughts in your mind. Start avoiding them. I was listening to one of the charismatic preachers, and she was saying, this particular year, make yourself rare. Make yourself rare. There are people who have been probably misusing you. Make yourself rare. Make your time precious. Last bonus point on one of the habits that you need to adopt or overcome this particular season is arrogance. Hey, sometimes when we are ignorant, we become arrogant. Sometimes when we are ignorant, we know how to show our ignorance, so we become arrogant. However, arrogance, somebody said, a proverb says, pride becomes before a fall. So you do not want yourself failing. Where does arrogance come from? Arrogance sometimes comes when you want to feel superior, when you have fear. Most of the people who are arrogant are people who have some fear. They are hiding fear in their arrogance. They are hiding some fear in their arrogance. You have some unresolved past issues that can also create arrogance. The need to feel important make you feel arrogant. So how do you overcome arrogance? Number one, sometimes appear in failure. Lean in and hear some people's opinion. Hear other people. Do not be afraid to ask stupid questions. In fact, one of the things when I was teaching in universities and colleges for some time, I used to tell my students, when you are in a presentation, somebody has done a presentation, and towards the very end, they always ask anybody who has a question. I was speaking to adult students. I used to tell them, be the first one to raise up your hand and ask a question, however stupid it is. People will remember you. You'll open the floor. So understand that in the pursuit of mastery, you definitely have things you do not know. Number two way of overcoming arrogance, check on your ego. Remain humble. President Obama of the US, someone like Nelson Mandela, if you look at their life somehow, there's an element of humility. And they are Nobel Peace laureates. And they have made some change in their own way. You can say there are people who have made some change in our generation. But they are humble. They are humble. Where they don't know, they say they don't know. The third way of overcoming arrogance, do not blame others. Point the finger onto you. Take ownership. I had a manager who used to tell us, whenever we go into senior management offices and we are being hammered as a department, he always used to take the flak for us. And then when you go back to the office, then we sort it out. Umundo komundo. Umundo komundo means one-to-one. Umundo komundo, one-to-one. So instead of blaming others, accept the ownership. And from there, you are going to grow. Another way of overcoming arrogance is don't be jealous of others, people's success. Encourage and celebrate other people's success. Feel genuinely happy about other people's success. Last way of overcoming arrogance, instead of basking on your achievements and feeling entitled, demand much more from you because you can do. And when success comes, especially if you are a team player, share it with your team. When failure comes, accept it and look for opportunities, to address it. So remember, if this is your first time on this particular channel, I'm encouraging you, hit that subscription button now so that whenever we post this particular good content, it can be able to grow you. God bless.